Whoopi is gone. And by that, I mean, is she high? Is there something wrong with her? Did she have a stroke? Watch after this sequence. We'll get to it, but it's like she doesn't know what to say. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TeNapel. This is where the happy patriots are, including you, I hope, as a subscriber.
California Governor Gavin Newsom expressed concerns that a third party could end up.
Okay, why is she dancing around like this while she talks? What does that mean? Go back and look at it.
Playing spoiler for Democrats and for President Joe Biden come November. Take a look.
I know a third party candidate isn't likely to be elected president or beat either one, but I mean, how worried are you? Yeah, how worried are you about that?
I have to be worried. But you know what? You got to control the controllables. Got to control what you have to control.
Got to control the controllables. Got to control what you can control. That's Gavin Newsom. He could be running. Brilliant. You've told me nothing.
Let's look at no labels. I actually took the time. I encourage people to look at what are they for. And I thought, wow, this is literally reads as the accomplishment list of the Biden-Harris administration.
If no labels has the accomplishment of the Biden-Harris administration, do they stand for an open border? Do they stand for record unemployment? Do they stand for high inflation, high gas prices, doubling your food costs, opening up 3 wars on their term?
So, are you concerned with the governor's concerns?
And this one, she looks like she's reading a cue card and can't read it, or forgot her lines, or forgot what she was talking about. We're going to watch this again. But these pauses are strange for a professional like Whoopi.
So, are you concerned with the governor's concerns?
I'm concerned you had a seizure.
About a third party?
Yes.
Sorry, a third party?
I am very concerned. I mean, I talk to Joy about it all the time. This is her big thing. She always talks about Ralph Nader and how he was a spoiler. But I just learned today that when Jill Stein ran and it was Trump versus Hillary, there were 3 states, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, where Stein's vote total exceeded Trump's margin of victory.
It is true that third-party spoilers, when you have a divided 2-party system that are running like 50%, half and half, it's easy for a third-party spoiler to make sure that first place doesn't get first place.
So had she perhaps not been part of it, Hillary Clinton would have been president.
Yeah, and we're old enough to remember when Ross Perot was a spoiler for George Herbert Walker Bush. And in that case, that was 1996. And in that case, you had George Herbert Walker Bush, who's a sane, good, normal human being, running against Bill Clinton. He was a hoe, but he was a normal, good human being.
So just to clarify, this is a host on The View, Anna Navarro, saying Bill Clinton was a good, normal human being, though he has a bunch of accusers that accuse him of things much worse than Trump, much worse than E. Jean Carroll accused Trump.
In this case, you have got Joe Biden, a sane, decent, normal human being, running against a man who is an existential threat to democracy and to the foreign world, to the international world, to the universe.
She must be talking about Trump's 3 wars that he opened up, and as this week, we're about to start another conflict with Iran. Is that what she's talking? Oh, no, that was under Biden. Oh, the sane guy.
So this is not a normal, you know what, we can afford to have a spoiler. We can afford to have Manchin running around. There's a lot of very credible people who we know who've left no labels now, including my husband, including Larry Hogan.
Liz Cheney left
the governor.
also, right?
I'm not sure Liz Cheney was ever no labels.
Okay,
No.
she wasn't?
No.
Okay.
Liz Cheney wasn't a no labels, but if she did have a label, it would be the country's official Karen.
My thing is whenever this conversation comes up, it's almost like we're all tacitly acknowledging that Biden is weaker than Trump. That's what it sounds like to me, because if Trump is actually weaker in a general than Biden, wouldn't that mean that we shouldn't be worried he's going to lose more votes?
Elisa Farrah Griffin acting like a Republican for the first time in her life. So Biden is the weakest. So third party candidates are going to be the worst for him. See, it all ends up shaking out in the end.
No, because the people who support Trump are cult members and they're not going anywhere. The people who support Biden are normal human beings.
It's a normal human being that supports Biden, that supports open borders. Foreign entities are attacking blowing up our bases, destroying our military men. And she, again, says that you're abnormal. Like, how dare she call half of American names, and Elisa Farrah Griffin calls her out.
Honest, I don't think 40 million Americans are cult members.
Are 40 million, is half of America a cult member? How dare you? The View, they've chased off that half of their audience. And how bad is it that their audience is all clapping at this? It shows how they have no interest in having anyone who's not a leftist communist in their audience.
If he's indicted 91 times and his poll numbers keep going up and he keeps running away with primaries, I think it's concerning.
Oh, I don't think it's concerning. I think it's good. The more you indict him and the more you guys call him crazy and insane, he's going to be your president crazy and insane. We're going to be drinking your tears and having a blast this fall. I'm Doug in Exile.